So get this. The fate of world peace hinges entirely on a first grader passing her math test.
It sounds like a joke when you say it out loud.
Right. But that's the actual legitimate premise of one of the biggest stories in the world right now.
And that absurdity is exactly why Spy X Family works so well. We're talking about the manga by Tatsuya Endo, serialized on Shonen Jump plus AIN.
Which is just, I mean, completely exploded. What are the numbers now? Over 38 million copies by the end of 2024.
At least. And that's not even counting the impact of the anime from WIT Studio and Cloverworks, which is a massive hit on its own.
Yeah, so for this deep dive, we've pulled the sales figures, the original serialization data, production notes, all to figure out one thing.
How did this very specific mix of a gritty Cold War spy thriller and a heartwarming family sitcom become such a global phenomenon?
It really shouldn't work, but it does. Let's start with the basic overview, the mission.
Okay, so the setting is basically a fictional Cold War. You have two rival nations, Westalis and Ostania. Think East and West Germany.
Lots of paranoia, secret police, that whole vibe.
Exactly. And our hero is Twilight, the top spy for Westalis. He's this brilliant, cold, logical agent.
And he gets his toughest mission yet, Operation Strix. He has to get close to Donovan Desmond, a very reclusive Ostanian politician who's a threat to peace.
But Desmond is a ghost. He never appears in public.
Almost never. The only exception is at special events at his son's school, the super elite Eden Academy.
So Twilight's mission is to get a child enrolled in that same school.
Which means he has to do the one thing he's completely unprepared for.
Find a wife and kid. And he has 7 days to do it.
This forces a complete lone wolf to try and fake domestic life. He takes on the alias Lloyd Forger.
Right. He adopts this little girl from an orphanage, Anya, and then enters a marriage of convenience with a city hall clerk named Breyer.
And this is where the story pivots from a typical spy thriller. Because Lloyd is the only one with a secret.
Not even close. This is the core of the whole show. Lloyd, the dad, is a spy.
You're the mom seems sweet and a little airheaded, but she's actually a deadly assassin called the Thorn Princess.
Yeah, and she needs the fake marriage to stop the secret police from getting suspicious of her as a single woman. It's a cover for both of them.
But then you have the daughter, Anya.
The real star. She looks like a cute, ordinary kid, but she's an escaped experiment, subject 007, and she can read minds.
So while her parents are desperately trying to hide their identities from each other,
Anya knows everything. She is the only one with the complete picture, and she is thrilled because her life is now a real-life spy cartoon.
and we can't forget Bond, the dog.
Who can see the future, of course.
It's just layer upon layer of secrets. So let's get into the appeal. Why is this specific setup so incredibly fun?
I think it's a balance. In one scene, Lloyd is defusing a bomb with seconds to spare. In the very next, he's having a complete mental breakdown because Anya refuses to study for her exams.
It's that clash between the high-stakes spy world and the painfully mundane reality of parenting.
That's the comedy engine. You've got Lloyd, the ultimate straight man, trying to use spycraft to raise a child.
And it just does not work.
Not at all. Then you have Yor, who has superhuman strength but, like, zero common sense. Her cooking is treated like a lethal weapon.
And Anya is the agent of chaos. She reads their minds, misunderstands everything in the most hilarious way possible, and makes every situation 10 times worse.
But if it were just gags, it wouldn't be this popular. There's a real emotional core to it.
Absolutely. It's the journey from a pseudo-family to a real one. Lloyd's whole motivation for being a spy is to create a world where children don't have to cry.
That line really grounds everything. Even though their family is built on a foundation of lies, the care and affection they develop for each other is completely genuine.
It's a perfect example of the found family trope. They're all these broken, lonely people who find a purpose in protecting each other.
And Tatsuya Endo's art just sells it perfectly. The style is so clean. He can go from a brutal action scene to one of Anya's meme-worthy facial expressions, and it feels totally seamless.
No wonder it's getting Eisner nominations and winning awards. It gives you the action you want, but also that cozy slice-of-life feeling.
At the end of the day, it's a story where secrets are actually the glue holding a family together instead of tearing them apart.
By pretending to be a family, they accidentally become one.
Precisely. It really drives home the idea that family isn't just about blood. It's about the roles you choose to play for the people you care about.
A surprisingly wholesome message for a show with so many explosions. But here's something to leave you with.
Okay.
If the stability of the entire world genuinely rests on whether a 6-year-old can pass a test, what does that say about how fragile our own geopolitical reality is?
Wow, that is a genuinely terrifying thought.